This is a video in regards of the energy bill increases which have been going on in the UK for the last several months, and for me as to why it won't change. With the gas and electric, with the gas and the electric, for me, I'm on a gas and card, so obviously you can put what little as you want or as more as you want, and then technically in the long term you're actually paying more. But when you do it by direct debit, which we've done in the past, it's very expensive. Now, as people know, the government has given every household a lump sum of money to help out with the energy increases. So I think it's roughly about £400 per household. And on the gas and the electric card or key, what they do is that they don't give you the £400 up front. They give it to you. They give you to it in in monthly increments for the next 4 to 6 months. Obviously, the scheme's going to end in April. And to me, I think what this Tory government have done is that they're absolutely scandalous. Obviously they put the energy prices up, and with me now, with the electric, especially with the electric, doesn't matter how much you plug out certain stuff and cut down certain stuff and use energy light bulbs, starting to find that the actual energy, the amount of money we have to put in the keys, I would say it's almost trebled the amount that we have to put on the electric, especially every week. And then we're not using any more than what we should be doing, and we're being careful. And then when you're hearing people like Grant giving you shit advice about, oh well, if you do this and do that, this can save you £100 a year in your gas on your electric bill. You know that these people are talking a lot of bollocks, and they're not in the same reality as what everybody else is kind of living in. So anyway, as I said before, it's increasing. And as you know, the energy companies, they use the excuse in the UK of that to do with stuff that's going on in the Ukraine, even though the UK only takes 4% of its oil and energy from Ukraine, which leaves another 96%. So again, don't understand that. Again, we all know that people are taking advantage. These energy companies are taking advantage of it. Then what you realise that these energy companies now are making a complete windfall increase on their prices, and then the government aren't sitting there and taking them to task and taking some of that off them. Not all of it, because companies are entitled to make profit, by the way, but they're not taking that off of the energy companies. Instead, what the government have done now is given obviously the £400 to each per household, but the energy companies are allowed to sit there to keep their windfall profits. And then by you sitting there and using that extra £400 plus the money that you already have to put out of your own money, because obviously it's increased, therefore the energy companies are going to make even more profit, right? And to me, this is absolute greed, and you kind of know that it's not going to change, because them giving you the £400 is just a band-aid. And what the government should be doing is that they should be doing more to try to stop these energy companies from increasing their prices of the utility bills, and trying to keep it down. Especially when about a month ago it was snowing, it was really cold, and then people need to cook to eat. And I seriously think that they need this government. And then it seems to me that this government is totally inept in wanting to do anything about the energy crisis, the pays to do with the nurses, people in general struggling in having to strike now because they can't afford to eat or to survive. And this government is totally, completely useless. And then Richard Sunak, who, by the way, doesn't care because he's rich and he's just a accountant, where he's never had to sit there and live the life of struggling and have to make ends meet because he was born rich. And when you've got people who are like that, they have no complete understanding as what it is like for the hard-working taxpayers or the poor that have to struggle to fight to make ends meet in paying their bills, whether it's the water rates, energy utility bills, or even food to put on the table. And this government is absolutely disgraceful, and it seems like they just don't even give a crap. And then they do things like, say, you put out stories to do the immigration and what they're going to do to just basically to distract in what what needs to be done to help the British people. This government, as I said before, is utterly and completely corrupt and disgusting, and don't care about the British public, and they need to go.